Hi, Assalamualaikum. I'm Aino Afifah. The case study given to my group was Chulalongkorn University Centenary Park in Bangkok, Thailand. So what am I going to do now is I'm going to briefly introduce about the site itself. Chulalongkorn University Centenary Park is the first critical piece of green infrastructure in the city of Bangkok. Bangkok is a climate vulnerable city with little green space, and this park, which contains the largest green roof in Thailand, is an invaluable addition to the ecological landscape. The park addresses major environmental issues facing Bangkok as a rapidly developed paved city. This park was opened in 2017. This park is the first critical piece of green infrastructure in Bangkok to mitigate detrimental ecological issues and
Alia Shakima, and I will present about design strategies proposed by the project to overcome the issues. The first issue is on macroclimate. The park is designed as a rain tree whereby it acts as tree roots for the city to absorb and control water, and also as a tree canopy to provide shade. The park as rain tree helps to reclaim the landscape's natural ecology. Elements of the park reach the neighborhood to continue water drainage patterns, plantings for water absorption and shade, and sustainable transit networks. Second issue is on topography. The park is designed by sitting on a 3-degree angle and provided with several ecological features such as green roof, wetlands, detention lawns, and retention pond, so that it did not leave a single drop of rainwater. The rain and runoff are pulled down through the park's topography to generate a complete water circulation system. Taking into account a 50-year period of rainfall intensity and the frequently overhang public sewage system, the park is able to hold up to 1 million gallons of water during heavy rainfall. The last issue that arises in this park is regarding water management. 3 underground tanks are stored for rainwater to be absorbed from the green roof. The amount of water held can irrigate the park for up to a month during dry seasons. The excessive runoff from the green roof then flows down to 4 constructed wetlands, which are 2 on each side of the park. A series of cascading ponds can slow down the runoff and increase water aeration, which aided by native water plants that filter and clean the water. In the concrete city of Bangkok, the park provides a hidden oasis where kids and adults can explore and interact with wetlands and hear the sound of flowing water. On stormy days, the lawn absorbs rain and runoff using gravity to send the water to the retention pond by the low end of the park. During severe flooding, this retention pond can store excessive water and double in size by expanding into the park's main lawn. The wetland also acts as a filtration system where the water can be treated for toxic materials. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Irham, and today I'm going to talk about biophysical environment in inventory elements. So for the first biophysical environment, it is microclimate. Bangkok has experienced increased flooding and rising temperatures and struggles with water management. Lack of permeable surface in the urban landscape are parts of these issues. The Bangkok metropolitan region faces great climate resilience issues. Bangkok is a city at sea level, threatened by rising seas, storm surge, and heavy seasonal and monsoon rain. The city is frequently inundated with severe flooding during the rainy season. For the second is topography. Bangkok is a flat city. By harnessing the power of gravity, the park is able to sustainably collect, treat, and hold water to reduce urban flood risk in its surrounding areas. For the third one is water. the floodplains of the Chao Phraya River, Bangkok has always lived with water in an interdependent amphibious relationship. Today, urban sprawl has gone unchecked. Underground water is used excessively and weight from high-rise buildings is increasing rapidly. Explosive development ignores the city's delta landscape and its porosity while eating away natural waterways and agricultural land that once absorbed water. So we're moving on to human community, which will be explained by Dai about history and visual.
Thank you, Irham. So let's proceed to the human community environment, which is, in our case, we have history and also visual. So for the history, the Chulalongkorn University Centenary Park is located on a major university campus in central Bangkok City. 100 years ago, the Rama V, which is the King Chulalongkorn, he asked to found the university for the good of society, donated the campus land, and now the university plan has given some of the commercial parts of campus that connects to the main academic core of campus to serve as a public park to the city and the Samyan new development in celebration of its centenary. The establishment of this park also is to celebrate the 100th year anniversary of this Chulalongkorn University. So next we have visual. For the visual, this Centenary Park is created through the ideas of creating a green infrastructure. It is divided into a few spaces where each of the space carry different function, either for the purpose of ecology, recreational, and also social. And this function simultaneously create a visual quality that is pleasure for us to see. So ecological process tend to reveal themselves in certain visual. So that's why in this Centenary Park, the visual study is being carried out through the photograph that have been taken from specific angles and spaces in this park. So for today, we have about 6 spaces that is the visual representative of this park. And we have, for the first one, is the green roof. Due to the lack of green spaces in Bangkok, it is considered as a grey city, and the establishment of this green roof will help to boost the image of Bangkok either from the visual quality or from the ecological perspective. Next, we have detention lawn. This park's main lawn acts as a detention area to increase water infiltration to the ground, help runoff water drain easily to the retention areas, and also allow for space for flooding and retention pond overflow. Next, we have wetland. The constructed wetlands run downward along the slope of park's inclined plane, and the water running through the wetland come from the green roof, rain tank overflow, and from the runoff of the park main lawn. And then we have recreation area. At each edge of the pond are special design moments in the form of water treatment bikes, where visitors can ride stationary bike to create movement and introduce more oxygen into the water. And next we have the social space. This park also acts as a outdoor classroom for the students, where they can have their sharing knowledge there and also interact with each other. And then we have the education area, where people can learn about the native trees that is planted all over the park. So that's for the human community inventory.